What's up YouTube? It's Elijah One Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K25 Rec Center gameplay video. And in today's video we are back on the 7'3" toxic inside masher. And in this gameplay we dropped 35 points and 35 rebounds with 6 assists. Once again showing off how crazy and OP this build can be, an absolute force and a menace, especially in random Rec Center, and especially at this point in the year with everybody still figuring out shooting, still grinding out their builds. They don't have all their badges. There are a ton of rebounds out there for big men to go and grab, and being 7'3" with a max wingspan and that 92 offensive rebound, it is very OP. And I'm looking forward to getting my first cap breakers so I can turn this thing into even more of a beast. I'm hoping to get them sometime in October. I think I should be able to hit starter 3 maybe early to mid October. I'm kind of hoping somewhere around there, but again we'll see how it all works out. And of course I will have some more build videos for you guys. Like I was talking about, I did make a shooting version of this build. I'm still working on getting clips and gameplay for that. I already have it. I probably could drop the build, but I'd like to take my time and get some more and better and crazy clips. Now I was also talking about that I have a 7'2" defensive build that could be a 7'3" toxic inside masher stopper. Now I only played about 2 games on that big, but I had some really good games. Those 2 games were really good, so I might just end up throwing those in there. I won't really have any clips for it, but you guys have been asking for me to drop that 7'2" counter build to this build, so I believe that I'm just going to put that out with the gameplay, because the first 2 games that I played on it, I was already getting, I think I got a triple-double in one of the games, and it was really good. So I'll show you guys how to make that build. I'll throw one of those gameplays in there, and then you guys have another build to enjoy, and you'll have a counter just in case you get matched up against this build. But in case you haven't seen this build yet, you're new to the channel, this is your first time seeing one of my videos, we're gonna run through the attributes, and again I will give you guys the animations that I've been using on this build. So currently I do have it at a 97 overall. I could go up to a 98, but I didn't really find anything worth increasing, so I'm just gonna wait until I get my 99 overall, and then I'll make this a 99 overall build. But we do have that 99 close shot, which is absolutely OP for Legend Paint Prodigy, and I have been using real player percentage with the layups, and it is absolute cheese at 7'3" with a 99 close shot and Legend Paint Prodigy. You make a ton of crazy layups. It's very hard to stop this build unless you have the proper build, unless you get a proper jump and contest on it. You're pretty much making everything in the paint. You're gonna shoot a very high percentage with this build, especially if you get matched up against like a 6'10", a 6'9". I haven't been matched up against a 6'9" or 6'10" in quite a while actually. There are a ton of 7-footers and 7'1". That seems to be the most popular height for Rec Center this year, but those 7'1" are definitely nasty. Like the 7'1" build that I dropped, my slashing stretch 5, you get a 71 speed at 7'1". That is extremely nice to have. But of course our driving layup and our driving dunk, we don't really get very many points for that, but that 55 driving dunk does match our 95 standing dunk, and we can get Shaquille O'Neal dunk package, which of course is really nice, one of the most dominant centers of all time. Absolutely want his dunk package as well. But we do have that 95 standing dunk, and again once I get my first 5 cap breakers, I will be putting in 4 onto standing dunk for 99, and then I have to go +1 to my vertical in order to get Legend Rise Up. So currently I do use my max badge +1 on Rise Up, so I can get Legend Rise Up and Legend Paint Prodigy, and at 7'3" with Elite Big Man Contact Dunks, it just makes this build so nasty. But of course once I get that Legend Rise Up, naturally I'm going to go ahead, take my max badge +1 and put it onto my gold rebound chaser to turn it into Hall of Fame rebound chaser and make this build even more OP. And of course the 97 post control, we had to match that 97 post control with the 99 close shot in order to get Legend Hook Specialist. Hooks are a little bit harder this year. They're not as cheesy and green as they were in previous years, so you really got to know your timing for it, and you really have to learn your cue on the animation. And again, I will show you guys which post hook I have been using. I'm still trying to play with them, still trying to find the best ones, but again I believe Joel Embiid post hook is probably the best post hook to have once again, but you cannot get it right now, so I'm assuming it is locked behind the starter 4 rep reward. Now they said there's a few guard animations within the starter 4 categories, but they never said anything about any of the big man animations, so again I don't know if maybe like a Kevin Durant fades are in there like they were last year, but I'm pretty sure that Joel Embiid will be locked behind that starter 4 rep. And of course this is an inside build, so we don't have any mid-range or 3-ball at all, but we do have that 80 free throw, and with the finishing that we have, you're going to be pump faking people, drawing fouls like crazy, converting the and ones especially around the rim. That way you can convert them, get to the line, knock them down, get your easy 3-point plays, and score even more points. Once again, again, this is the 7'3" toxic inside masher. So the whole purpose or theory of this build, I've made this build the last 2 years as well. We've never put pass accuracy on it because this is a toxic build. So we did not put any pass accuracy on it. But once again, I do get 6 assists in this gameplay with a 25 pass accuracy. So it is actually kind of usable. You just have to be a lot smarter with your passes. And if you guys go ahead and watch the build video, I did include some highlights of throwing full court outlet passes and getting assists with a 25 pass accuracy. I almost find some of the 25 pass accuracy full court outlets a little bit better because they actually have a bit of a lob and arc to them, where when I have my 95 pass ac builds and even my 98 pass accuracy build with Hall of Fame break starter and gold versatile visionary, you throw fast, crisp, clean passes, but sometimes they're just too low and it's easy for the defenders to pick them off, where sometimes you want to be able to throw them high up and lob them in there like a football. So sometimes the passing lines can be really questionable at times. But of course, no ball handle or speed with ball. We are 7'3". You only get the 47 ball handle because it's tied in with a 97 post control. Only a 70 interior defense to match that 84 block for silver paint patroller. If you wanted to use your max badge +1 to get gold paint patroller on this build instead of Hall of Fame rebound chaser once you get your 99 standing dunk with your cap breakers, that is also an option that you can do. The 62 perimeter defense also matches our 71 strength, so we can get bronze and movable enforcer, and that is a tier 2 badge, so you can also use your max badge +1 onto that to get silver removable enforcer. That is what I would highly recommend for this build since we do have a low strength. But again, I love having perimeter defense on my builds. It's going to help you move laterally, get better shot contests, especially if you're playing with randoms in any game mode. Sometimes you matched up against 6'9", 6'8", you're playing man-to-man defense, you might get switched on to a guard, whatever it might be. This will help you stay in front of them a little bit better and get a better shot contest if they try and shoot over you. Of course, 92 offensive rebound at 7'3" with an 8-foot wingspan and a 70 vertical is extremely OP. And as you guys will see in this coming up gameplay, we got 35 rebounds and we are also averaging 25 and 21 on this build. So you are an absolute horse on this build as well too. Even some people were questioning the strength of this build, and I'm like, what is there to question about this? I'm showing you guys, I'm showing you the averages of this build. I'm averaging 25 and 21. It does have low strength, but like, man, it's not that much of an issue as some people might make it out to seem to be. Of course, you're gonna get swam. It might be harder against some of the 95 strength, 91 strength bigs, but I'm still holding my own against them. I still have a long wingspan. I'm 7'3". I still have a decent vertical for 7'3" as well too. You can still absolutely snag on people. And I really do love having a 60 speed on the 7'3", so you can get up and down the court a lot better. Last year, we only got a 55 speed on a 7'3", so it's nice to have a little bit more speed. It definitely feels really good. And having that big frame, getting up and down the court, gets you more rebounds. It's just a lot nicer. Of course, 48 agility. I wanted to match that with my perimeter defense so we can slide a little bit better, move laterally, rotations is going to help as well too. And like I said, the 71 strength is not as bad as people make it seem to be. There were some comments on the build video of this build that were really concerned about the strength on this build, but I'm like, I have a ton of gameplays for you guys to see. The 71 strength is not as bad as it seems. Again, it would for sure be preferable. Strength for sure helps and it does matter, but you can absolutely make a 71 strength work. I played on numerous 70 strength builds last year at 7'2" and 7'3". You being the size that you are is a whole nother advantage compared to most other people. I think I've only ran into a few 7'3" so far, but they've always been these 3-point Titan builds. One of them that I played against was actually really good, and the other two I think I played against weren't very good at all. It might have been a user issue, I don't know, but one of them played really well with on it and I was impressed with it. But again, also a 70 vertical, pretty nice to have on a 7'3". That matches our 95 standing dunk for elite big man contact dunks. And of course, once you get your first 5 cap breakers, +4 to your standing dunk, +1 to your vertical, so you can get legend rise up. And again, just in case this is your first time seeing this build, seeing my videos, seeing my channel, we will run through the animations on this build as well. So your jump shot, that's not going to matter. We do use the underhand free throw. I find this fairly easy to green actually, so I've used it all pretty much last year once I unlocked it at starter 3. This year it's not locked behind rep, so I went and threw that on. Layup style, default big, you got no choices in that. Our dunk style we will get into afterwards. Go-to shot, we don't have any shooting, so we can't get any types of go-to shots. It would have been nice, but unfortunately we cannot use that. Dribble pull-ups normal, spin jumpers normal, hop jumpers normal, post fades normal. All that does not matter since we don't shoot, but I do like the Shaquille O'Neal post hook. I also seen somebody mention that the normal post hook is also good, but there is only one animation in the Shaq post hook package that I actually like. You have to be posted up in a certain way. It's a really easy post hook to green, but otherwise some of the post hooks that you get this year are really weird and awkward, so they are a lot harder to green. So it's definitely not as cheesy as they used to be in previous years, but again, still having a 99 close shot and legend hook specialist, you can still hit some nasty hooks. In post top shot, that doesn't matter as well too, but our motion style, we went with DeAndre Ayton. In our pass style, we don't have any pass accuracy, so we can't put anything on. And of course, we don't have any dribbling or playmaking, anything like that, but our triple threat style is pro. And for our dunk packages, we do have a 55 driving dunk currently, so I pretty much threw on all the driving dunks that I could get. So that does include our rim grazers, we got the one hang that we can get, our basics, we put all of those on, and I love tomahawk dunks especially, so I had to throw on that big man tomahawk. And again, same thing for our 1 foot moving dunks. Any dunk package that we can get, we pretty much threw all of them on. Only things I would definitely stay away from are the back scratchers, but with the 55 driving dunk and 7'3", you don't get any of those animations anyway. And of course, our standing dunks, we're going to be an absolute monster with that, so you definitely want to put all of those on. The regulars, the rim pulls, the athletics, of course your elite standings, and your pro standing big contact dunks as well. And then, like I was talking about earlier, in the attributes, the only signature dunk package that we can get is Shaquille O'Neal. He has some nice driving dunks in there as well. Of course, he has some really nasty and powerful standing dunks. Keel was one of the most dominant big men of all time. Definitely want to throw on his dunk package if you can get it, and we can, so we are definitely putting it on. And of course, our alley-oops, we do not get any alley-oop packages whatsoever, so unfortunately we cannot put those on. But if you are standing underneath the rim and your teammate shoots a shot, you still can get some standing putback dunks, so those can be fun to get as well. So now that we've ran through the attributes and the animations for this build, let's get into this rec center gameplay. All right, so here we've got a 35 point, 35 rebound, 6 assist, and 5 block gameplay on 17 of 24 from the field. And we are matched up against a 7'1", two-way inside-out playmaker, and he does have a 93 block, as you can see there. So he does have the ability to get Paint Patroller on gold. I'm not sure if he does have it on that level, if his build has been grinded out that much, but again, only a 2-inch height difference, so a little bit of a better matchup against this build. But still, this build was absolutely able to dominate. As you guys already know, 35 and 35. This build is insane for the rec center. Right there, showing off the passing as well too. That 25 pass accuracy, as long as you make smart passes to an open passes, you can definitely make it work. But in this gameplay, I do get 6 turnovers, and again, showing off that crazy 99 close shot. I am cheesing in this as well too. I am using real player percentage on my layups, so I don't have to time those. And with that 99 close shot, and I only have Hall of Fame legend Paint Prodigy in this gameplay, also getting an and one right there, not even having the full potential of this build yet, it is still absolutely insane. But again, back to the pass accuracy. As long as you make smart passes, you can definitely make it work. But again, 6 turnovers in this gameplay, so I know that's definitely not great. But still, you absolutely dominate with 35 points, 35 rebounds. And again, in the half-court setting, as long as you keep getting those offensive rebounds, a lot of times the other team will leak out. They'll leave their man, you get that O board. You have a wide open shooter, so you can still get a lot of assists on this build. Even with the 25 pass accuracy, I'm averaging 4 to 5 assists a game. So again, you can definitely make it work, but the passing logic is a little bit confusing to me because sometimes I feel like I get better break starter animations with the 25 pass accuracy than I do with my 95 or my 98. It's really weird because the 95 and 98, it's really nice, gold versatile visionary or Hall of Fame legend, whatever it might be. That animation is so sick too. That is like a true big man dunk animation where you're 7'3" and got that 8-foot wingspan, rising up looking like he's just gonna lay it in and all of a sudden just hammers it down. I love that animation. That was really cool. But again, back to the pass accuracy, I want to speak on this topic in this video. So the passes that you throw with the 95 and 98 pass accuracy, they can be real darts, nice, hard, clean passes, but they're thrown too low, so they easily get picked off. And also sometimes, again, you grab a rebound just like this. I know we're on the offensive end, but if you were to chuck it the other way, there's people standing in front of you, and sometimes they try to throw the ball through the person and you get a turnover. So that can be extremely frustrating. So But with the 25 pass accuracy, it feels like he lobs it more and gives him more of a chance for the receiver to, like, look at that layup. That real player percentage and a 99 close shot. Only legend Paint Prodigy in this gameplay. I didn't get the badge grinded out enough yet, but it doesn't matter. The stuff that you can make real player percentage with a 99 close shot, it is cheese. That is straight cheese, man. Absolutely cheesing with this build. But I just wanted to speak on that pass accuracy because, again, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing all this with the 25 pass accuracy. I'm like, why did I even put 95 and 98 on it? So I kind of hope a high pass accuracy gets maybe a little bit more of a buff. I actually don't mind the passing lane steals in a sense because you actually have to be smart about it. And this year, especially on the break as well too, you can't really just grab a board and hold X or A, the pass button, to get it down the court because, again, the steals are crazy. Everybody has a high steal this year and it will get stolen. Like, look at the 25 pass accuracy right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is absolutely a dime for 25 pass accuracy. So absolutely crazy. But again, I don't mind the steals, but I just think the spamming needs to be toned down because I was playing a game recently and a teammate of mine quit and I got the AI, and the person on the other team literally just started running around the court trying to steal every single one of our passes and mashing the steal button. So I don't know if there can be like some sort of cooldown, or if you get the steal guess wrong, whatever you want to call it, if it gives you bad animation and sends you flying. Sometimes that happens to me on a big man. I'll jump at something and the jump animation puts me halfway across the court. So I don't know if maybe that's something that could be implemented to stop or to lessen the spamming of the steal button, because I do think that is a problem. But again, 25 pass accuracy, throwing full court dots, absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. But of course, we're crashing right here at the last minute, getting some more rebounds. We're just trying to pad our stats right here. Not really actually, but still, you will miss some real player percentage layups as you've seen right there. But 92 offensive rebound, being 7'3" with that 8-foot wingspan is OP. And getting a nice little cheesy block right there as well too. And I still haven't tried the takeover ability yet of Unit. I haven't quite unlocked it. I might be a game or two away, but I can't wait to see what kind of stuff you can make with the inside finishing takeover on this. The dunks are going to be insane, the layups are going to be insane, and I can't wait to try out some more post hooks with it as well too. But as you see here, gameplay is coming to a close. 35 points and 35 rebounds. Like I said, I think this build could be capable of a 40-point game and a 40 rebound game once especially you get the cap breakers to a 96 offensive rebound. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.